Good evening, everybody, and welcome to It's All Black and White TV. And yes, of course, it's that time of day again. It's the World Cup Roundup. So, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. And yeah, if you like what you see, then please hit the like button as it makes the channel more visible in the search. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button as it helps the channel grow and it's free to do. Finally, hit the bell button. That will notify you when I'm live or put a pre-recorded video on and any upcoming shows. Thank you very much. So yeah, guys, I've got 6 watching at the moment. Please smash those likes. It really does help the channel up the search settings and people find it more easily. Obviously, more people will join on as the show goes on. Also, smash the subscribe and it also helps me grow as well as the channel. So yeah, let's get into the World Cup roundup and let's see who's been chatting on the chat. So Leslie says, evening all. Evening, Leslie. Hope you're well. Sefton says hi to Leslie. Cheers. Hey, Tony, mate. Hope you're well. Yeah, I'm absolutely great, mate. Thank you. I'm buzzing. So yeah. Sefton, evening all. It's coming home, people. Yep, let's hope so. Play the Christmas tree formation. Absolutely. And everybody's saying hello to everybody. So yeah, guys. So today we saw France v Poland, and then we saw England play Senegal. So first of all, France v Poland. I didn't really see a lot of the game, but when I did come in and watch the second half, I saw France were 1-up at half time. Second half, France then went 2-0 up thanks to Mbappe. And to be honest with you, Mbappe had the freedom of Qatar basically. I mean, the space he had to get his shot and execute it in the back of the net. I mean, there was no way Szczesny was getting anywhere near that. And if you're going to give a player like Mbappe that much space, then you're going to expect to be punished as well. Then he went on to score the third for France. So he got his second of the game and the third for France. So they were 3-0 up. Poland then got a penalty in injury time, which some people may say was a bit harsh. Lewandowski took it, missed it, had to be retaken because Lloris was well off his line. And then Lewandowski stepped up, stutter, bang, hit it in the back of the net. 3-1, but Poland was out. Overall, Poland were very, very poor. France didn't even have to play very well to beat them. And so, yeah, absolutely terrible from Poland. And I think Lewandowski's been very, very poor. And considering he's supposed to be one of the best strikers in the world, he didn't do it in this tournament, did he really? I mean, he got a couple of goals in this tournament, but other than that, he's done nothing. So, yeah. So they got what they deserved. Poland went out. I was tipping them to win 2-1, by the way, but they didn't. So France have progressed and went to the quarterfinals. Now, let's get on to the game of the night. Get it! Come on, England. Yes, absolutely. England. Well, England, Senegal. Well, it could have been a whole lot different. Of course, it could have been. I mean, Senegal were on the front foot. They were pressing us. They were trying every way to get a goal. I mean, Pickford pulled off a great save as well. I mean, absolutely terrific from Pickford to pull off that save. I know we, as Newcastle fans, do slate him, but it was a great save and you can't take it away from him. Then the game sort of opened up a bit. Bellingham got the ball. He was on the left. He put it in the box. And Henderson, yes, Henderson, that ex-Mackham. And I think we all celebrate this, Geordies. It's not often we celebrate a Mackham scoring, but we did on this occasion because he's playing for England. Jordan Henderson put that ball in the back of the net with class and ease. So then we went 1-0 up. Then in injury time, in that game, Bellingham got the ball from the edge of the area, broke through past their midfield, laid the ball onto Phil Foden, who then laid on a lovely cross in front of Harry Kane, who couldn't really miss. He had the freedom, hit the back of the net, past Mendy, 2-0. Thank you very much. And the referee blew the whistle. Half time, England 2, Senegal 0, and well deserved. Second half came. We probed again, and eventually we got the third goal. And it was Bukayo Saka who got on the score sheet. So again, Southgate changing the team, putting Rashford on the bench, bringing Saka in, justified the selection, and Saka come up with the guts and scored the third goal. And after that, it was just an easy game really for England. I mean, I was hoping we could have gone on and won 4 or 5-0, but to be honest, it was a very professional performance from England. 3-0, third clean sheet in a row, and we now look forward to a quarter-final on Saturday at the Al Bayat Stadium, the same stadium as tonight, against France. Can we beat France? Yes, of course we can beat France. Why can't we? Mbappe probably won't get the space that he got against Poland, that's for sure. We'll try. If you keep Mbappe quiet, you keep France quiet. And also, not only that, we've got the players to unlock their defence. Their defence looked shaky at times against Poland. Poland were putting that ball in, and their defence looked very, very shaky. So let's hope we do the same on Saturday. We've got to go for it, but I'm confident we can go for it. If we beat France, then we've got the semi-final to come. Who knows? We could even end up playing Morocco in the semi-finals. I mean, how bizarre would that be? I mean, it's just unbelievable. So let's see. Let's see how well we get on and how we do on Saturday. So, guys, I'm just going to go into the chat and see what people are saying. So, here we go. Chelsea says, Tony, yeah, France are probably not who you'd like to play right now, but with England not having a decent defensive record, how do you feel about your chance of progressing further? I think we can win this game, and I'm going to stick my neck out and say 2-1. Sefton says, is it me or was that ref hopeless? Yeah, sorry, I did see this ref for Slovenia, and I thought he was. He wasn't. He was from El Salvador, by the way. Thought he wasn't the greatest ref. I mean, he did book Koulibaly. I think Koulibaly is a very, very poor defender, if you ask me. I mean, John Sinclair, I've tried to explain to him. Macy's tried to explain to him. He's not a great defender. Koulibaly is very poor. But John's like, no. When he played for Napoli, he was excellent. I said, yes, but the thing is, though, with Koulibaly, put him in a team in Italy and he's probably defender of the season because their football is totally different to the Premier League. It's a lot slower paced. Put him in the Premier League, and no disrespect, but he looks like a defender from the Championship. So even he makes Jamal Lascelles look a better defender, if I'm honest, in the Premier League, and that's probably saying something. So, yeah, I thought Koulibaly was poor, but the referee that tonight, though, getting back to that, Sefton, yes, he was. He was quite poor, that referee. Absolutely. Leslie says, hi, Leslie, hope you're well. Almost embarrassed to say, fell asleep and missed the England game. Oh, God, no way. Oh, you missed a good game then. Chelsea says, Sefton, it wasn't just you, mate, that hopeless officiating. Fair enough, let the game flow, but there should have been so many yellows. He was far from away from most of it. Yeah, he was. He was terrible. I don't think he'll referee another game now, to be fair. I think that's his last game in the World Cup. Sefton says, totally clear. There's no worries, mate. That happens with me every late game and the first 30 minutes and the snooze fest. Yeah. Oliver. Hi, Oliver. Hope you're well, mate. He says, why can't T-Rex save goals for Everton? Yeah. True. And Ches says, Oliver, are you complaining a lot unless you're an Everton fan? In which case, my apologies. No, he's a Newcastle fan, Ches, but I think he's just putting the point out there. Yeah, he says, I'm a Newcastle fan. There we go. Good lad, Oliver. Tangy. Hi, Tangy. Welcome to the channel, mate. Please hit the like and the subscribe. Thank you very much. Stop Mbappe getting the ball. You do that by winning the ball in midfield. Stop the supply. Absolutely, Tangy. Totally agree. If you stop Mbappe, you stop France, basically. I mean, Poland gave him too much space today. I mean, this afternoon, that for France's second goal, the space he had time to look and place his shot, and there was no way Chesney was saving that. And yeah, we've got to close him down and stop him playing. Stop him playing, and we can beat France. I mean, their defence ain't that great, and we know Lloris isn't having a great season for Spurs. Because look, when we went down to Spurs, we put them under pressure, and Lloris did not like it. So yeah, get it Lloris, and yeah, who knows? We can win this game. Oliver says, can't stand him, skill smack him, absolutely. And Ches says, yeah, he totally agrees with you. Tangi says, I would take that Aussie defender called Suter, be perfect backup for Botman, Shaw and Byrne. Yeah, I would as well. I mean, he's had a terrific World Cup, Harry Suter, hasn't he? I mean, he's played really, really well for Australia. I felt so sorry for Garang Kual last night because he was so close to that equaliser against Argentina, and if only Martinez hadn't got his arm down there in time, who knows, that could have been the back of the neck because that was on target as well. And I felt sorry for Australia because they did well to really come back into that game and try and get an equaliser against Argentina and force extra time, but it wasn't to be. But do you know what? Australia has done so well, getting even to the second round. And who thought that group, Australia would have got out that group? I mean, it's just unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, because you got France, you got Denmark in there. I expected Denmark to be better, and I thought Denmark's been poor in this World Cup, and that has surprised me. Tangi says, I'm born in Aberdeen too. So, yeah, so he's a Scottish player, but he's gone to Australia, so obviously he's got Australian heritage somewhere in his family. Oliver says, Sterling's flown back to the UK. Family come first. Well said, Southgate. May give Callum a chance. Yeah, he did see, wasn't sure whether Sterling will be back for the quarterfinal or not, so maybe not. And yeah, well said from Gareth. I mean, it gives Callum an extra chance now, and I think he deserves a chance, Callum Wilson. I mean, Kane got his goal tonight, but yeah, I mean, it was a professional performance tonight, and but yeah, I would like to see Callum Wilson be given a chance in the game as well. I mean, moving away from the World Cup just briefly, Ryan Fraser, obviously, as we know, yesterday it broke that he wants to leave Newcastle United because he's frustrated at a lack of game time. Apparently, Brentford and Southampton are interested in signing Fraser. Well, I'm sorry if that's the case. I think Newcastle need to get on the phone to them and say, right, how much do you want to pay for him? And you can take him. And yeah, definitely get rid. And also Leeds United are looking at Chris Wood. Well, if they want Chris Wood, they can have him. I'm sure we can pay the taxi fare for him to go back down to Leeds. But yeah, definitely. As long as if we do sell him, we get the replacements in, and I think we will as well. So, I mean, guys, what's your thoughts on Ryan Fraser? Sell or get rid? I'd say sell, definitely sell and get rid. Or would you keep Ryan Fraser? But yeah, definitely. I think it's a good move if he goes Southampton or Brentford. He'll get game time there, and who knows, he may play better for them. But I think he's been pretty poor. Sefton says, Sterling sent home for family matters. Well, I hope everything's all right for him when he gets back. And yeah, family comes first, absolutely, like Oliver said. And Oliver also says, question, will Harry Maguire get back to the Man U team after the World Cup? Who knows? I mean, personally, I'm not a Man United fan, so I wouldn't know. But I suppose the only man who can answer that question is Eric Ten Hag. But if he has an outstanding World Cup, then the Man U fans are going to question, well, hang on, how comes he plays well for England, but for Man U he's not very good? But maybe it's because there's so much toxicity in that club at Man United. That's why he probably doesn't perform. Jesse has just been told by Jules that Sterling's home was robbed by armed men while his family were home. That's why the lad is playing for his country. Disgusting. Well, if that's the case, yes, that's absolutely disgraceful, and nobody should have to go through that. And yeah, let's hope the scum who have done that are caught as well and put away for a very long time, because That shouldn't be happening. And yeah, I can understand his anguish if he's had to get back home, and who can blame him? And I probably wouldn't think he'd be back, to be fair, for Saturday. Oliver says, sell Fraser once Isak's back, he's further down the order. Apparently Isak's fit again, so yeah, exactly, sell Fraser. Because Isak can play on the wing, I suppose, and then we won't have to rely on Ryan Fraser. So yeah, let's just say bye-bye to Fraser. Sefton says, I sell, and buy. Yeah, exactly. I mean, we're looking at £10 million for Lascelles, apparently. If that's the case, if that's the price tag we've put on Lascelles, then let's hope somebody comes in and buys him for 10 million. If we are looking to get rid of Fraser and Wood as well, just get as much money as we can for them. I mean, yeah, Fraser coming on a free transfer, but he's on 80 grand a week. That's the only problem. So let's hope the club can get some sort of fee for him. Maybe he'll take a pay cut just to play football. Let's hope. But Ryan Fraser, for me, is like when we had Michael Owen at the club. He's one of them that plays well for his country, so he plays well for Scotland, but when he comes to us, he doesn't really play so well. Where Michael Owen used to do the same, he used to play okay-ish for us, but then he used to play better for his country. So yeah, players like that we don't need, and yeah, get rid. That's what I would say. So guys, here we go. If you like what you see, then please hit the like button, as it makes the channel more visible in the search. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button, as it helps the channel grow and it's free to do. Finally, hit the bell button. That will notify you when I'm live or put a pre-recorded video on and any upcoming shows. Thank you very much. Yeah, so guys, please hit the likes. It really is important to help the channel grow up the search settings and people can find it more easily. So yeah, I mean, England played really well tonight, and like I say, I thought this guy was absolutely terrific in midfield tonight for England. I thought he had a great game. Obviously, one assist and one key pass to help set up Harry Kane as well. I mean, I would love to see this guy in a black and white shirt, but it'd cost a lot of money, that's for sure. I mean, if I had to pick a man of the match, I'll probably give it to Jude Bellingham, if I'm honest, because I thought he ran the show tonight. And he could be the difference against France on Saturday as well. I mean, guys, who was your man of the match tonight for England? I'm going for Bellingham. So get your comments in the chat who you thought was man of the match tonight. I thought it was Bellingham. And Ches says Henderson deserves his praise too, ran his socks off. Yes, he did, Ches. He did really well, Henderson. He had a good game for England tonight, I thought. And I mean, he got the first goal. And I bet for him, to get the first goal for Henderson, I bet the odds were quite high for that as well. I bet it was about 20 to 1 or something. So if anybody had that on, I wonder, I just wonder if anybody actually had that on. I did have Kane on to score any time. I did put £3 on and I won $9.75 for it. So that's not too bad. Thank you for that, Harry Kane. And then I did stick some money on Rashford to score. He didn't, unfortunately. Nelly scored near the end. I was like, I thought it was in for a minute. I thought, oh gosh, I've got some more money here, but I didn't. Oliver says, which Newcastle lift the player World Cup this Christmas? So I'd love to see a Trippier, Pope and Wilson, but who knows? If I'm honest, I don't think Brazil, I mean, yes, they've played well, okay, they've had a couple of good games, but they got beat off Cameroon. Yes, it was a changed team, but something just looks missing for me in that Brazil team. I just don't know. I just can't put my finger on it. Personally, if we got the final and we got to the final, I would love us to have Argentina in the final. And then I would love us just to turn Argentina over for 36 years ago, for what Maradona did to us. And and then for us to go on and win the World Cup, and then to see Trippier, Pope, and Wilson have their hands on that World Cup would be absolutely fantastic, wouldn't it? We will only know after Saturday how far we will be going, whether we'll be coming home Sunday or we'll be staying in the competition a little bit longer. So we shall wait and see. If not, I'm still going to back Brazil to win it and Bruno to get his hands on that trophy as well. I missed who got man the match. I said Bellingham, by the way, Sefton, that's who I said, Jude Bellingham. He says, I go for Bellingham. And Tanji says, good job, man. He was injured. Going off how the first 30 minutes being poor. Yeah, I mean, they were pressing us. Yeah, if they had Marnie in the team, they possibly would have gone ahead. And we would have had to come back in that game. But yeah, thankfully they didn't have Marnie. And we managed to control the game. But with their pressing, they could have so easy been one up, but thanks to Jordan Pickford's save, kept the score 0-0. Sefton says South Korea to beat Brazil. Oh, gosh. Do you know what? That would be a shock, wouldn't it? If South Korea turn over Brazil, my God, that would be a shock. Can it happen? Yes, of course it can. Who knows? I mean, Japan have got Croatia next round. I mean, can Japan beat Croatia? Yeah, absolutely. Could Spain get beat off Morocco? Yes, because I think Morocco's had a good tournament. I mean, you know, they drew 0-0 with Croatia. They beat Belgium 2-0. They beat Canada 2-1. They've gone through unbeaten like us in the Netherlands. So, yeah, absolutely, they can. Oliver says, any players you've seen who we should sign? One comes to mind for me, and that's Cody Gakpo, who plays for the Netherlands. I think he's been absolutely terrific for the Netherlands. He's on fire. So I would say definitely Cody Gakpo, that's for sure. Even if Man United are looking at him, why not? Let's go in for him. We can take any team on in transfer window. So yeah. Who else? Ooh. Well, apart from obviously Jude Bellingham, I think he would be terrific as well. But realistically, we won't get him in January. I don't think we'll get him at all because I think he's Real Madrid bound. But I would say definitely Cody Gakpo, that's for sure. I think he looks absolutely terrific. I think what's missing in the Brazil team is that final finish. They're playing okay, but they don't have the Brazilian magic we've become used to in the Ronaldinho days, says Ches. Well, they've got Richarlison who's scored a couple of goals, but other than that, yeah, they haven't really set the world alight. I mean, Neymar's injured, isn't he? So it's going to be interesting. Absolutely. Tanchi says Japan can absolutely win against Croatia. Yeah, of course it can, yeah. And if Japan beat Croatia, would that be classed as a shock? Maybe because Croatia's probably a bit higher in the rankings than Japan, but still, be nice to see Japan do it, wouldn't it, and get through at the quarterfinals. Who knows? It's just one of those World Cups that's just so unpredictable. And Sefton's words out of my mouth, unpredictable World Cup. And we got Aaron. Hi, Aaron. Hope you're well. Hi. He says, I hope Argentina World Cup, seeing as it's Messi's last one. Going to be a lot of arguments in my place if both sides meet each other in the semis. Yeah, because it could be a Brazil-Argentina semi-final. And that would be a mouth-watering semi-final, wouldn't it? Argentina and Brazil. My God, South American giants. And do you know what? It would be a close one to call. But I would have to say, I agree with Aaron. I think Argentina might just edge it if they play in Brazil. But they've got to get past the Netherlands first. Tanji says, Japan, South Korea have something some teams don't have. There's plenty of energy. It's like watching 11 Miggies at once. Yeah, I mean, if you go back 20 years ago, South Korea actually got the semi-finals of the World Cup under Gus Hiddink, didn't they? So, yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, who knows? I mean, they could get to the quarterfinals, and then it's a lottery. At the end of the day, the knockout games, it's either 90 minutes, 120 minutes, or it's penalties. So you got three different chances of getting through. So who knows? I mean, if Japan goes to penalties, you never know. Their keeper, uh, that goalkeeper might go ahead and save a few penalties, and then boom, it's a shock. So who knows? But it's certainly an interesting World Cup, that's for sure. I mean, I'm loving seeing the shocks that we've had in the World Cup. I'm glad England's not on the end of them, but the teams that have been on the end of them, I mean, like Tunisia beating France, who would have thought that? I know France made 9 changes in that game, but still, Tunisia to beat France is like, yeah, absolutely. And Oliver says, Tony, have you got your decorations up yet? Yeah, I've got my decorations up inside the house, and just got to put the outside ones up. But yeah, I've got them up, and trees up as well. So yeah, Christmas ready. I mean, it's weird having a World Cup at this time of the year as well. Takes a lot getting used to, that's for sure, of the World Cup. But at least we've got football, and we've got football on the TV, so we're not out of football, I suppose. But it's nice that the Newcastle squad have finally arrived in Saudi Arabia today, so well done to them. And Joe Linton looks as if he's quite relaxed as well. And I suppose they're probably watching the World Cup as they're over there anyway, and they probably watched the England game tonight. But yeah, it's been another fascinating day. But the most important thing is we are in the quarterfinals, and we are playing against France. And do you know what? Let's bring France on. Bring it on, France. Bring it on, because England are here. And I'll tell you what, I bet the French aren't really looking forward to playing us, if I'm honest, because their games have been quite easy that they've got here. And now they're going to face a stiffer test when they face us. So they ain't going to like that at all. So what we got coming up in the World Cup tomorrow? Well, guys, we've got Japan versus Croatia at 3 o'clock. I'll be at work, so I won't see that game. And then the 7 o'clock game is Brazil versus South Korea. So that's what's coming up tomorrow. So when you think we played Tuesday and didn't have a game till today, Brazil and Croatia played Friday, and now they're playing again Monday. So they haven't had a really huge break from them games. So yeah, it's a big one for them, isn't it? Oliver says, can't wait to be in St James's Park New Year's Eve to lead a new book box. Yeah, absolutely, Oliver. I mean, yeah, I hope we hammer Leeds. I really do, and I think we can do. The way we're playing at the moment, and just hope by the time we're playing Leicester, we are back on the level that we were prior to the World Cup starting. Because I think, to be honest with you, the World Cup did it come at the right time for us. Maybe injuries wise to help us get our players back. But then another way, maybe we wanted it to carry on to keep our momentum going. But we'll see. But I'm sure Eddie Howe will make sure the team are up and ready for the Premier League starting again in December, just after the Christmas. But remember, before that we got Bournemouth on the 20th. So yeah. Sefton says I'm missing both games. Busy all week. Oh, are you at work, Sefton? Are you? Aaron says, yep, going to be a tricky game against the Dutch. But I'm going for 3-1 Japan win and a close game between Korea and Brazil, with Brazil winning 2-1. Wow. So you think Japan will win 3-1 against Croatia, but the Korea-Brazil will be a 2-1 win for Brazil. Yeah, I can see that happening, yeah. Tanji says, I see Jesus is out for Arsenal for 3 months. Yeah, he picked up an injury, didn't he, against Cameroon? But yeah, Arsenal fans won't be happy with that, will they? That's for sure. James says, "Are you, Tony?" Yeah, I'm absolutely fine, mate. Hope you're well. Hope you enjoyed the football tonight. What do you make of the result? And who was your player of the match, James? Sefton says, but off next weekend. That's nice to have a weekend. I have every weekend off, by the way, but yeah, must be nice. Aaron says, yep, Arsenal need to buy in January with Jesus out at Tangi. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, it's just they need to, they will need to buy in January, that's for sure. Because if they want to stay top of the league ahead of Aaron's team, Man City, then they're going to have to buy. I mean, Aaron, you're in the chat, so I'm going to ask you this question, Aaron. Are you surprised when Newcastle are now in third place just behind City? Or were you expecting that? Let me know what you think, Aaron. As I say, he's a Man City fan, so let's see what he thinks of where we are, because it's nice to get a neutral fan's perspective on it. James Matthews Photography says, yeah, I enjoyed the game. Bellingham man the match. Yeah, absolutely. I thought Bellingham was absolutely outstanding. Terrific player. I mean, to think he's only 19, it's frightening, isn't it? You know, and France won't enjoy playing against him, that's for sure, will they? But yeah. So, guys, if you like what you see, please hit the like button. It really does help send the channel up the search settings and makes the channel found more easily by people. Also, if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. It's free to do so and helps to grow the channel. Also, hit the bell notification. That tells you when I'm on live, or I put a pre-recorded video on as well, and any upcoming shows. So thank you very much, guys, and thank you to everybody who's subscribed so far. It means so much to me. So I think England can run that midfield against France. It's just their attack that you have to worry about. Yeah, but again, stop Mbappe and you stop France, and that's the thing. That's what we need to do. Just stop him, and we should be all right. One man don't make a team. I mean, no, Giroud's playing well, he's scoring goals, but if we stop them, stop their attack, break their attack up, go for it. Their defence looks pretty shaky, so who knows? We could get past their defence, and yeah, absolutely, why not? Let's go for it. Let's go for it. At the end of the day, semi-final place is at stake, and you don't win nothing by defending. You've got to go for it attacking. So let's go for it and see. But I can see us beating France 2-1 if I'm honest. And I'll take that result all day. But yeah, guys, I mean, it's been a terrific night for England. 3-0 winners against Senegal. 3 clean sheets in a row. So it just shows you how strong our defence has actually been. France won today 3-1. If Poland had turned up more and put their chances away, there probably would have been a different game. They gave France too much time, too much respect, and basically they gave Mbappe the freedom of Qatar, really, didn't they? The freedom of Doha. So, but France will find it tough against us, and they probably won't fancy playing against us on Saturday night. So, yeah, so we look forward to that game, and like I say, what a game that will be. I mean, 7 o'clock at night that game is as well. So it's another evening kickoff, 10 p.m. Qatar time as well. So, guys, so that's the World Cup roundup for today. I mean, it's like I say, the games now start to go down and down now, they dwindle, because you only get 2 games a day now because of the second round, and then when it goes to the quarterfinals, you'll have them 2 games in 2 days, and then you go to the semi-finals, which will be Tuesday and Wednesday. So should we beat France, we'll play on the Wednesday, I think, on the Wednesday evening, which won't be too bad. Or was it the Tuesday evening? I don't know, to be honest. Is it the Tuesday or the Wednesday we play? I'm not sure. I'm just going to have a look. Yeah, I think it is actually. I think. Yeah, because we'll be quarterfinal 2, won't we? So yeah, so we play quarterfinal 1. So yeah, it'll be the Tuesday night, 7 o'clock, and then it's on the Wednesday, and then the Saturday you have the third place playoff, which I think is a daft game really, and then you've got the World Cup final on the Sunday, 3 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon. That is, by the way. So yeah, so we could be in the World Cup final on 3 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon. Who knows? And Aaron says, I would say it's 50-50 that Newcastle are just behind us because the most of the big six have been awful, but your team have been playing great. Gotta laugh at Man U still. Yeah, absolutely still rubbish. Yeah, I mean, we did well against Man City. I mean, even your manager said last season we beat Newcastle 4-0, but this season it wasn't that type of game. We couldn't beat them like that. And he said it's all credit to how Eddie Howe's got the team set up, which is well said from Guardiola. That's why I like him more than I like Klopp, if I'm honest. I think Guardiola's quite a nice manager because he's very complimentary to their teams and he's not big-headed. Whereas Klopp looks for excuses against teams. Like when they drew against Fulham first game of the season, he blamed the pitch for it. Now, I can't stand managers like that. But managers like Guardiola are very respectful and they're very down to earth, and that's what I like about him. But guys, like I say, before I go, if you like what you see, please hit the like button. It really does help the channel move up the search settings and found easily. Also, if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. It's free to do so and helps the channel grow. And also hit the bell button. That tells you when I'm live or I have a pre-recorded video or any upcoming shows. So guys, yeah, so thank you for joining me tonight on this World Cup Roundup. I shall be back tomorrow with another one. But until then, I bid you good night, and England's in the quarterfinals. Get in, come on, let's march on, and bye bye for now.